Okay, so this video is going to be one of my first more spiritual videos. I feel I'm I feel like a critical part of my life at least is slowing down and is learning to invite God into what I'm doing, learning to ask the Holy Spirit to meet me in this moment, to help me with my problems, to guide me. And I feel like that's what I'm doing now, um, is inviting God and inviting the Holy Spirit to really help me solve for some things that I don't have solutions for, and solve for some things that just don't I don't know how I'm going to figure those things out and how I'm going to navigate. And I feel like the wisest thing to do is to invite the Lord into what I'm doing and to invite the Holy Spirit. And by doing that, um, I'm hopeful that it takes some of the burden and some of the onus on my effort within these things. Um, because right now, or leading up to now, it felt like all of this is my, all of this feels like it's on me, and it's just not a healthy way to operate. And I just want to invite the Lord into this moment, into now, into my life, into um, everything that I'm doing. Um, Not in a way to say the problems are solved, but in a way to give those give those solutions up to something higher. Give those solutions up um, to to God, so He can figure them out. Because I don't know how I'm personally going to solve some of this stuff. And I feel like I have to give it to God. I have to give it to something higher and have to invite the Holy Spirit um, into this moment and into what I have going on to kind of help me with it, because that's how it's just the wisest thing to do, I feel. And I just feel like in the past where I would try to white knuckle, I feel like all of us could take a breath and invite God into what we're doing more, and invite, and y'all know this, not in a like doing it for others, but in genuinely for myself, just saying like, God, help me with this stuff. God, I have all the belief in the world, but all the belief in frantic action isn't going to necessarily solve these problems necessarily. I feel like it really comes down to allowing spirit to move and allowing spirit to be present. And that comes from speaking truth, and that comes from slowing down, and that comes from striving to do something bigger and better and more impactful. So, Holy Spirit, I pray that you move in my life. I pray that you help me. I call upon you to move in me and move in my life. I invite you into my problems. I invite you into everything that I'm doing within coaching, within my business, within relational dynamics. I pray that you remove the weight off of me and you take ownership of those things and you help me and you give me the steps and you guide me and you show me what to do because I continually feel like I can effort as much as possible, but it will not be enough at the end of the day without your presence and without your goodness and without your will in my life. And all of the effort in the world without you will amount to nothing. So, Jesus, I invite you in, Holy Spirit. I invite you in, Holy Spirit. I pray that you work in me, you work in my family, you work within my perceived problems, that you help me. I humbly ask for help. I humbly admit that I can't figure it out on my own. And I pray that you work in me and you give me solutions and you fill the gaps where I cannot. And you give me the strength where I don't have it, Lord. Um, and I thank you for these perceived situations as I know that it makes me better and it carves me and it moves in me. But I humbly ask for help and I humbly pray that anyone watching this receives the same care and attention and love and guidance. And Lord, that you work in these people, myself and in everyone here, that you give really supernatural peace and presence, and that you take us into the future.